Hello guys and welcome to 7.2.2. So we are really flying through these. You wouldn't have seen them. I don't know what videos have come before. I'm sort of pre-recording these before the event comes out. So yeah, not really sure in what order you will see this. If you will see this sort of on Friday, or if say you'll see it on Sunday. So just getting those recordings out as I have to go to hospital, so trying to get them out as quick as possible. So 7.2.2, what is it? What are the nodes? Well, in my opinion, this is one of the most fun quests I have ever played. It's hard, but it's fun. It's almost the perfect sort of MCOC quest, in my opinion. Big yellow numbers, fun SP2s, difficult challenges along the way. So yeah, what is it? Before I get going, make sure that you bring in a missed counter champ. Otherwise, Miles Morales will be impossible and you just will not be able to do anything. So make sure you remember that. You'll see my Professor X coverage in a second. I'll actually come back to that because I thought I played that fight really well. Maybe the best ever Professor X fight I've had. So what are the nodes? Power shield. So none of your attacks do any damage. Basic attacks, nothing. Sort of like poisons or whatever do damage. Damage and debuffs obviously do, but yeah, no basic attacks do any damage. And then you've also got life transfer, which is why this is so fun. So you take 2% of your max health per second, but you lifesteal 125% of the damage that is done when you throw a special attack. And then that lifestyle percentage is affected by class relationships. So it goes up if you have class advantage, it goes down if you have class disadvantage. And then there's one more, which is the attacker's regeneration rate is reduced by 33% for each non-damaging debuffs. That's neither here nor there. Obviously, it is when you are doing taking your sort of damage, but or doing your damage through special attacks. But if you make sure that maybe you don't chuck any on, it's not too big of an issue, that one. So the keys to this is long shot is a big one. I'm not a great long shot fighter, as you can see with Rintra there. I get absolutely cooked. Black Widow Deadly Origin is the first of the path. It goes Black Widow Deadly Origin, Long Shot Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Phoenix, Black Panther, Medusa, and Guardian. So there's three real hard fights in this, in my opinion. There's Long Shot, because I don't know how to play him. And then there's Black Panther Civil War, because obviously you're not able to parry him or stun him while he has armor ups on. Otherwise he will reflect that and you will be stunned and then you basically die. And Miles Morales. So each of them are difficult in different ways. Long Shot, because I'm not very good at playing him, and you've got to just keep him to his SP1. That's the real key for this. It's annoying, especially with that life transfer, but just do it and then take advantage of it like I did there with Kitty. Miles Morales, you need a miss counter champ, so I brought in Professor X, and then just obviously use that. Hercules would obviously work lovely, because since his buff, obviously Miles Morales is it goes into camo or camouflage, invisible, when you throw your special attack. So obviously if the only way you can do damage is through your special attack, and then you don't have a champ who can counter him, every time you throw your special attack, he'll get invisible, you'll never heal up, and all your champs will die. So, miss counter, very, very important. And then Black Panther Civil War, as I said, with the stuns, you've just got to make sure that you don't hit him when he, or block him, parry him, or you can block but not parry when he has armor ups on, otherwise he will stun you. But yeah, I found this quest really, really fun. Like, there was, it just becomes tense, in my opinion. So, like, as you can see, when they throw a special attack, when your opponent throws a special attack, you get a heal block and a what is the other one? I think you get a heal block and someone else. I'll have a look next time they throw a special attack. Armor break, that's the one. You get a heal block and an armor break. The heal block obviously means that you cannot regenerate. So make sure you don't throw your special attack while that is on, because you won't regenerate any of your health. You'll waste your power, and then you'll probably die through lifesteal. So you've got to be aware of that in every fight. And then, but I just think it's great. I think champs with big SP2s, Kitty Pryde, obviously. Who else did I take in? No, but Kitty Pryde basically just did it all on her own. Like, Somebody had said to me, you have to go in with Kitty Pryde, I'd have said, yeah, right. I didn't need Rintra for the whole thing. For the boss fight, I mean, we'll get onto that in a minute, but the boss fight is quite incredible as well. I just saw it all around. I had the perfect champs for this quest. I got pretty lucky, obviously, having good champs for it. But yeah, it's so much fun. You just have to be cautious of the heal block on you when they throw a special attack. Make sure that you don't throw yours. As you can see here, it got a little bit close. I didn't actually regenerate any damage from this because the heal block was on me. So, not even taking my own advice there. Then trying to get him to throw a special attack before I died of lifesteal. Like that's what MCOC should be. Like, look how close it got. And then just at the end did I manage to throw one. And yeah, I just think this quest is really, really good. Other champs you can use, Colossus obviously will work because he has big SP2s. He's a bit of somebody who you need for the thing. Kitty works, Corvus works, CGR, Mole Man, Hyperion, Blade, Vision Arcus. Power gain champs also help because obviously you're just naturally gaining power, so you'll be able to throw more special attacks, which then means more regeneration. But other than that, you can really use any champ you want as long as they have a strong SP2. Like, for example, I use Null here. It's actually quite funny. I think I have it. I really think I've done a great job. I think I get her to the end, and I think, oh, perfect, while also getting notifications. So I did a great job at sort of swiping those down. I thought I'd done it, absolutely smashed her, thought, oh, in the bag, easy. And then the regeneration, the Rise of the Phoenix did 60% of her health, and I was like, you are kidding me. I just completely forgot about it. Yeah, got absolutely cooked again. Don't let her throw her SP1 because then she builds her Phoenix charge. SP2 is really easy, just bait it and then dash back, and she only puts it right in front of her, as you can see there, so really it's not tricky at all. But all in all, I find this quest really, really fun. As I said, there are tricky fights in there. The Medusa, just watch out for her auto block on 3 Furies, but make sure you light attack into those, and then it should auto block you, and you should be good to go. That's all my tips. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know at the boss fight. But yeah, I'll see you in the boss fight. Enjoy these fights. Right, hello guys, I'm back, and that's all the champs done. The character select here was a little tricky. Who do I bring for Guardian? Guardian's nodes were Power Shield again, so you can only do damage through your special attacks, but this does 400% more damage rather than the 200% previous. He's also got Aggression Armor, so every 2 seconds he gains an Armor Up passive. That gives him an Armor Up stack, and then when he's struck, you take that armor off him. And then he's also got Do Not Disturb, which he has 100% increased ability accuracy for each non-damaging debuff that reduces the potency by 25%, or each non-damaging debuff you have on him, so a poison or something, then that reduces his potency. That's why I bring in Mortal Abomination, as you'll see in a second. And then he has True Strike as well. So basically, don't bring in champs who rely heavily on evade or miss champs. But really, you know, hearing those nodes and seeing who the boss is, the boss being Guardian, it's pretty obvious who the best counter is here. I really didn't need Immortal Abomination. He gets cooked. I'd take him in, like you'll see. I bring in Immortal Abomination because I think, you know what, I'll do a test run, see if I can evade this SP1 because it is easy, but I always it is relatively easy, but I always mess it up, so I'll go in and give it a go. So, yeah, I'll hop in with the Immortal Abomination, see what I can do. I think I take off like 10% of his health. Basically pointless, no point going in. But then you'll see, obviously I bring in Galan. Like, there has never been, in my opinion, unless this boss was Nimrod, and then even then he has that annoying Unstoppable, then probably isn't a boss more suited to Galan than this. The constant armor ups absolutely rise his planetary mass. The fact that he, you know, he rarely gets hit by the auto block here, that the damage that you can do on your SP1 building those Furies, it's just, I mean, you'll see it in a minute. I think it's like a 3-minute fight or something stupid like that. And for these bosses, you know, the last boss, Modog, I reckon that took me a good 15 minutes, you know, like. But, yeah, if you keep guarded to his SP1, try and dex it if you can. If not, just block it. It hardly does any damage because you can block the first beam and then just... and then you're able to... This hit bit and then the... You know, sort of going into a ball, you can evade those easily, just dash back once. And, yeah, you'll see the fight with Galan here. It's a bit of a joke, like... At one point, I thought his planetary mass was like 50, and it was like 900 because of the armor ups that just slowly gain. But yeah, if you've got him, you know, character select him in because you don't really need him for the fight, and then you can bring somebody else along the path. I probably should have done that with my other Kitty Pryde, just brought in both of them, and then, you know, character selected Galan. But already he's got 200 or 310 planetary mass, so... You know, it's a relatively easy fight. Just 3-hit combo, build up your buffs, throw the SP1, and yeah, you take him down easy. I think it took like 3 detonations, but normally that would take quite a long time to ramp him up, but it was just so easy. I just blocked the SP1 and then try not to get hit by it. And yeah, it was a relatively easy fight. Quite a nice one, actually. I really enjoyed it. As I said, this is probably my favourite quest so far in Act 7 and Act 6, maybe. I did really enjoy the previous Act 6 with the big SP2s. I don't remember exactly what act that was. But this one, the boss combination with Galan was so much fun. And yeah, just a really, really good fight. Other than that, that is all that I sort of have for this video. Other good counters, I know I've only gone on about Galan. Armor break champs. Magneto obviously shuts down that armor up. Doctor Doom, some of the new champs, Hercules would work. Galan, obviously, Hulkling would work quite nicely. Obviously, Quicksilver. Like, there's loads of bosses for this one. He's really just an armor up. You know, a lot of them. So if you can get a lot of armor breaks, somebody like Vision Arcus would actually be really good as well. So he sort of can do the whole path. So he's quite nice. I also think he's a great champ, so he works lovely. But yeah, that's the quest. You'll see I finished this fight with not a lot of health, but I really do mess it up. You know, I'm not the best player on the planet. But yeah, let me know who you guys go in with if you've not got Galan, if you enjoy it as much as I do. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.